Right, so this is the book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 8. I'll start at 7 again. And Adonibezek said, 70 kings, having their thumbs and their great toes cut off, gathered their meat under my table. As I have done, so had the Lord requited me, Yahweh requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died. Now the children of Judah had fought against Jerusalem because they didn't own it at that time yet, and had taken it because who was there in Jerusalem? The Jebusites. Jebus. I think you can see it here. Jebus was here. Is here, but the Jebusites were there. Yeah, Jebus. Here on this map, Jebus, which is bordering Benjamin and Judah. So Benjamin is also named as Jerusalem, the people of Jerusalem, Benjamin, and also south of Jerusalem is Judah. And here you can find, let me see, Jebus. Judges, Judges chapter, see Jebus? Judges chapter, let me see. Into this city, the Jebusites lost in it. That's not what I want. Hey. Here, Joshua 15. Let me see. Yeah, Joshua 15 and 8. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom unto the south side of the Jebusite. The same is Jerusalem. So Jebus is Jerusalem. Here, 50, Joshua 15:63. And as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive. Well, I jumped the gun already, but anyway, the children of Judah could not drive them out. But the Jebusites dwelled with the children of Judah at Jerusalem until this day. Right, so, but the Lord is going to take away the Canaanites out of our house, because of course the Canaanites made children with our daughters, because we gave it unto them. Back in the days, you had the hand as the hand of the father. So we did it ourselves. And the Lord told us not to do it, but we still did it. As you can see here, Deuteronomy chapter 7. Oh shit. Chapter 7. He said, verse 3. Deuteronomy 7:3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. But we did that. So Zechariah 14 and 21. Yea, every part in Jerusalem and in Judah, which are the people, shall be holiness unto Yahweh, the Lord of hosts. And all they that sacrifice shall come and take of him, and seethe therein. And in that day there shall be no more the Canaanite in the house of the Lord of hosts. So until this day you have Canaanites in the midst of us. But the Lord is going to stop that. So all you so-called black females making children with the Edomites and all that type of stuff. Yeah, that doesn't only apply for Canaanites, my man. You make children with the Moabites and Japanese and Chinese and stuff like that, and the Ammonites. And Thailand, Vietnamese people and stuff like that. You might say like, oh, but he Jake, how the fuck you know that? You don't know that. It could be, it's possible, but do you know that? Listen, not every person of another nation that's fucking a black female is a Jake, okay? You might as well say in slavery, everybody that was raping the black female is a Jake. The Edomites. Oh, that's just a Jake. You know, he looked like an Edomite. Shut up, man. Shut up. Okay? You need to stop that bullshit, man. You need to stop that bullshit. Not every one of these, I don't hate all of them. Some of them are, I know they're heathens, but they just cool cats, man. Yo, what's going to happen to your kids? That's not my problem. That's your problem. But I don't necessarily hate all of them. You know, not all of them are demons. You know what I'm saying? They are a heathen nation. So, that's that. You know, the Lord is going to deal with you and that black female. So, I'm just reading it, man. Kill the messenger, right? And had taken it, and smitten it with the edge of the sword, and set the city on fire. And afterward the children of Judah went down to fight against the Canaanites, and dwelled in the mountain. That dwelt in the mountain, and in the south, and in the valley, which is here. Basically, they went to the south, and then they fought them. And Judah went against the Canaanites that dwelt in Hebron. Now the name of Hebron was Now the name of Hebron before was Kirjath Arba, and Kirjath Arba was actually a powerful man, as you can see here. Actually, his name was Arba. Sorry. Here, Judges, I think 15 or 14 or something like that. Yeah, 14 and 15. Judges 14 verse 15. And the name of Hebron before was Kirjath Arba, which Arba was a great man among the Anakims. So he wasn't no little bitty dude. He wasn't no little bitty dude. He was a big man. He was a scary, big, gigantic man, literally. And the land had rest from war. But what's his name again? Here, Caleb. Caleb went to go beat them up. And it was his nephew that actually killed him, if I'm correct. I'm not sure. It says it here somewhere. Caleb gave his daughter unto the nephew that won the fight. Yeah, the nephew that won the fight. Right, and let me see something. Yeah, the Anakims. You should know who the sons of Anak are. Anak. The sons of Anak were giants. Here, Numbers 13:33. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which is Anakim, which came of the giants, of the ancient giants, right? And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so were we were in their sight. And you might be like, what? Grasshoppers? So that's how big? Well, I'm gonna give you an example. Oh yeah, you also had the Amims, and you had the Rephaims, Amims, and something with Z. I forgot, but I did videos on it. But yeah, if I come across it, you know, I'll remember it. But it's somewhere in Deuteronomy. But yeah, let me go on. Now it says here. If you type this in, then you're gonna find it. If you type this in, Deuteronomy. Here, Emims, yeah, Emims and Zamzumims. The Ammonites call them Zamzumims, and the Moabites call them Emims. And then you have the Rephaims, which is the ancient giants. And then you have the giants, which were of the giants, those giants then. And then you had the giants. Because believe it or not, you had the Philistines, they were giants. And they was Mizraim, by the way. And then you had the other Canaanites, Og and Sihon were giants. And here you had giants. Here you had giants. Where else? Mizraim, which is the land of Egypt, also giants. And these were Mizraim also. Mizraim were all giant, well, also giants, sorry. And I'm gonna give you an example. Wait, right? You might be like, okay, that's too big. Wait, gotta go to the toilet. Wait, so yeah, you have this over here, for example. You know, like for example, I showed this. Like his head hits his knee, right? So then you have actual, real footage of these type of things, which, well, it's a little bit shorter, but his head almost hits his knee. But you know, and this is a normal thing here, a normal bone. And you know what the irritating thing is about these Edomites? They are not gonna show you the full thing. An Edomite, what they love to do is they love to put thoughts in your head so that you can imagine, and you're gonna imagine wrong often instead of giving you the correct. And he knows better. He knows. But he's not going to give it to you because he is the creator of doubt. Esau is the creator of doubt. And therefore, Yahushua said that, "O ye of little faith, why didst thou doubt?" And then he would die. Peter was going to die because he had little doubt, a little bit of doubt. He had little faith, actually, I should say, you know. But this is Peter. Don't make no mistake. So if he can get weak sometimes, how do you think you're going to get sometimes? It's possible. You know, it's not far-fetched. Neither is it far-fetched that a girl might conquer you. Did it with the wisest king, You know, that's why you shouldn't get a lot of bitches. The more females you get, the weirder you're going to become. You know, you're gonna turn into a deviant, a sexual deviant. If you don't understand that, it's not a good thing, you know, especially in this world. But anyway, let me get now. This is a, of course, this is this thing, and this is another guy. This is a replica of this the image, the bone. Sorry, this is a replica of the bone found in Egypt. So Mizraim were big people too, right? They were big people too. You had these tombs. It's not at the knee, but this is a female. So why are they showing a female? Because the men are larger, 100%. Yeah, 100% the men are larger, and she was like 3 meters. Come on, man. Don't believe these Edomites, man. They're devils. This thing is this mummy is taller than a train cartridge. A train cartridge, right? And these are the builders of the stone, the pyramids. But I'm actually looking. This is an actual real image of a person alongside a real giant. But anyway, let me see. This is how they made the obelisks, so you can imagine how tall they were. Come on, man. Don't do this to yourself, you know. I'm talking to you demonic scoffers. Don't do this to yourself. And also to the Israelites that, you know, because the unbelieving Thomas, only when he saw it, that's when he started to believe. But that doesn't mean that he's not part of the elect or part of the chosen. You have some Israelites that really need to see stuff. You know, they really not that they're not that believing in faith. You know, their faith is not that strong. That's why you should strengthen their faith, so that if this is real, then the Bible is real. And why Esau does not allow for these type of pictures to be shown in public, like for real, because he doesn't want this in your head. Because if this is in your head, then the validity of the Bible will come to like, hey, wait a minute. So those giants are real then? Yeah. Here you have a small person, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a specific picture. Cities fenced up to heaven. Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 1 and 2. Cities fenced up to heaven. And they had these type of cities all over the place. They only show you pyramids, but you have other cities like Baalbek. Yeah, Baalbek. Come on, man. If you see Baalbek and you be like, what? Who built that? Yeah, do 3 guesses. They didn't have no machines. How did they get this stone over there? Come on, man. It's a bunch of big people. This is a whole flat slap, but that's not what I'm looking for. This is a door. Who fits there? Look at this man, how small he is. And you have to understand, people used to be taller, so he would maybe hit here. He would maybe hit here, but now he's here. People were taller back then. The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 5 explains that to you. Now you have here people that accounts of things that are found. Now it is blurry, but let me see. Wait. Right. So you had here. Let me see something here. Right. A little bit more. You can pause the video if you. If you want to see it. But yeah, you had bones found, and by the way, Og was 15. It was 15, and I think this is feet. I don't know. But it was 15 because I looked it up and I checked out other places and stuff like that. It's 15. They put 12, but that's not it. Anyway, you had 36-inch feet, 36 feet, found in 650 BC, 640 AD. Carthaginians uncovered 2 his size. An earthquake in Siberian whatever uncovered 1 more. So they had these type of bones. Can I verify it? No. You know why? Because Esau has so many things that he's hidden, and then he made them into myths. I have seen so many documentaries about the Smithsonian Museum involved in missing bones brought in. So they brought them in, and then when they went back to go and basically collect more information about them, they said, oh, we never got him. No, it's not here. Or they say it's missing. Smithsonian. When museum rush to fill their rooms with bones, then what happens? stolen art. Smithsonian tackles its problem. You know how many problems these people had. If anyone aware of is anyone aware of missing bone elements taken away for research from the collection of Smithsonian institutions? Why does the Smithsonian hide giant scale? Why do you think? Because the Israelites, sorry, because the truth of the Bible. Smithsonian solves 150-year meal to the death of collector, whatever. Hey, well, they want you to pay for a lie. They want you to pay for a lie. Wait. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go check it fast. I'm gonna refresh it. Then it's not gonna, human stolen bone, stolen art, taxes problem collection, the Smithsonian, 22 policy. Okay, cool guy. Anyway, basically they have a big problem over there that the bones are often stolen. They didn't destroy anything. They have them. Thousands of giant skeletons. They have them. Even Routers has to talk about it because they're gonna be like, this fact check. That's not true. This is not true. Okay, this is not true. Many individual, independent so-called researchers have been talking about this, but of course they're being silenced. Why wouldn't they be silenced? They have thousands of giant skeletons, and they said so. It says here, claims that the let me see something here. Claims that the fact check. Fuck these people, bro. How do I just fact check? How can you check a fact? A fact is a fact. You can't check a fact. It's already checked to be a fact. Anyway, I don't even want to read this, bro. They come up with doubt. They are creators of doubt. So now you're not sure. Yeah, I'm not falling for that, Lord willing. If it would be possible, they would deceive the very elect, but Lord willing, they're I want to say I'm Lord willing, I'm one of the elect, but I was gonna say Lord willing. I don't have to say that because the Lord already willed it. He said the elect will not be fooled, deceived. If it were possible, they would deceive the very elect, but it's not possible. Anyway, you know what? Leave it. I'm not gonna waste my time with these liars, these snake-tongued devils that are going to tell you this side and then that side and then flipping around and stuff like that. The point is that the sons of Anak were big. You had oh yeah, that's what I was doing. You had these places and stuff like that, but I'm actually looking for something. You had the. You can imagine how big a giraffe is. Let that sink in. So he does hit the knee, like almost, a little bit. And now let me see. Yeah, giant females, of course. Another picture of the giant. Why don't they fill up the whole image? Why don't they fill it up? Because they're demons. These are the basins that the giants used to wash their hands in. Basins. This is a necklace that was on their necks, and they was making them for them giants, right? And you have more pictures, of course. You have here a giraffe, an antelope. And don't think that the Egyptians made mistakes when they was actually drawing the measurements of the animals and stuff compared to the people, because here you can clearly see that, well, this is actually drawn, but you have others that have this to show you that there were, look here on the, how you call that thing, on the hieroglyph itself, because look, this is like this is another hieroglyph, but this is like in the stones with no color. Then you can see that the giant necklace were made and put on his neck. That's for a giant. Here you have the antelope again. Here you have it. You have these antelope which are normal sizes, and then you have these ones that are held by with a rope, like it was a dog, like how you hold it. And this one also is held with a rope, like you would a dog. I think they tied his feet or something, and this one also tied his feet as a rope there, and they towed them, or they pulled them. I would say. Here you have it again, the rope in the hieroglyphs itself, in the stone. Let me see. Here you have him making the stones for the pyramids. Here you have a giant chick again, with a cow here and a rope in her hand, and the cow is being held like a dog. And here you have the cow again, which looks like a buffalo, actually, an African buffalo, look like it. Here you have the average Hamite, the average Mizraimite, the average Egyptian, with an average cow, which is very big. But here you have a giant with a cow, again with a rope around his neck, like it's a dog. Like it is a dog. And here you have a rope around his neck, like the next cow here. You have a rope around his neck. So clearly they didn't. Here you have another rope around his the cow there, well, neck or whatever. So clearly they didn't make mistakes. And you also had giant ducks. Here's a cow again. Here's a cow again. Here, being held by a rope again. Here, giant ducks. Here you have a giant duck in his hand, and then you have a normal cow. And here I saw another one with a giant had a normal duck in his hand, which looked small. And then you had, damn it, man, what am I looking for? Wait, here you have it again with the rope. You have the gazelle, 2 deers or something in his elbow. Cows like dogs, cow like a dog again. Giant ducks, geese actually I should say. But okay, let me go to the one that I'm actually looking for. Man, you need to tell me it was all the way in the beginning. But it's all good, it's all good. Here you have a giant tomb. I mean, can you fit in there? You of course, about 50 of you. You know. But I mean, actually I wanted to say, can you lift this up without machines? And this is in a tomb, so you can't get a machine in there. Who do you think lifted it up? This is what I was looking for. You see these type of plants, and of course you see the cow here being held like a dog with a rope in its hand, right? But you have these giant fruits, and these giant fruits that he's picking. But look at these type of plants, and then I have here.
Stops growing. And so if you're in a greenhouse effect, and if you have unlimited vegetation because plants grew to an incredible size.
Plants grew to an incredible size because the earth atmosphere was different. It was young. 2nd Ezra chapter 5 explains that to you, that the earth was young and therefore you could grow bigger. Because the earth atmosphere, the nutrients, the air that you breathe, the water, everything was more powerful, and therefore you will get more nutrients, and therefore you will grow bigger. 2nd Ezra 5 explains that to you.
When the Siberian archaeologists were working in the Siberian coal fields, they found quick frozen mastodons or mammoths. In fact, they found millions of them. In fact, there are entire islands of Siberia that are made of nothing but sand and the bones of woolly mammoths.
So these people are not, these stories are not being told. You know, if it wasn't for the internet, we wouldn't have these stories. And the internet is made by Jake, Philip Miguali. So stop bullshitting, because you know, you everything they want to steal from. If they stole rock and roll right in front of our eyes, how much more do they steal the Bible, R&B? If they even steal music in front of your eyes, because if you go to the 70s and 60s and 50s, rock and roll was black music. They slowly came up in there and they took it over.
That's all the islands are made of. But when they went out there, they found frozen into the tundra and into the ice plume plants. You know,
these are plume plants.
You know what a plume plant is? A plume plant is those, you ever go through a subdivision where they have those fancy, look like sea oats or something? It's like a plume. It's just a thing sticking up with a feathery top. And they're about this high, or maybe a little taller. Do you know how tall they are in Siberia? 90 feet tall.
90 feet tall plume plants. Right, so 90 feet. What's 90 feet in meters? 90 feet. That's like 27 meters, right? So these things are not. I'm not saying that they are plume plants. I'm just showing you something as an example. Man, the second time this person come to the house, man. Wait. But yeah, I'm not trying to say that these are plume plants, because obviously they ain't fluffy. But the point of me showing you this is to show you that plants used to grow bigger, and therefore the people used to be able to grow bigger too, especially if you were one of the giants and you had that genetic from yourself. The Canaanites had it, and the Mizraimites had it too. They had it also. This is all these hieroglyphs that I'm showing you. This is Egypt. This is not the land of Canaan. This is Egypt. The Egyptians had this. So when I showed this picture, it's not far-fetched. And he's dressing kind of what the Hamites used to be dressing. Not to say that they didn't have these type of clothing, because they did. They did have these type of clothing, you know, with the orange hair. They did have that. Because they was the first one to actually have weapons of, well, not the first ones, but Cain did that. Tubal Cain. But they were against us. They was the first nation that we fought against. And then we only had, wait, chariots of iron. And Jonathan. So let me see something here. Yeah, Judges chapter 1 verse 19, which I'm gonna read it anyway. So because they had chariots of iron, we didn't have that. And they had armor, they had all these type of things and stuff like that. We did not have that. If you read, I think First Samuel's, it's in First Samuel's actually. Yeah, it was in First Samuel, sorry. Yeah, I'm not there yet. But yeah, in First Samuel, you will see that Saul came against Saul and Jonathan were the only ones. Saul and Jonathan only had swords, and Jonathan only had swords. Here, First Samuel 13:22. First Samuel 13:22. So it says here, let me see. Yeah, they are the father methods and the forks and axe for the axes and to sharpen the goads. Goads is a weapon that you, not a weapon. It's something that you use to beat up cattle. You hit them, you poke them and stuff like that to make them walk and do the work. So that's not really a weapon, but you can use it as a weapon. But it says here, 1 Samuel 1 and 13 and 1 Samuel 13 and 22. So it came to pass in the day of battle that there was neither sword nor spear found in the hand of any of the people of Israel that were with Saul and Jonathan. But with Saul and with Jonathan, his son, was there found. With Saul and Jonathan, his son, was there found. So they had a sword and a spear. They had weapons. And the garrison of the Philistine went out to the passage. I wanted to say passage of Michmash. But if you read the chapter, you will see that we went to war with these type of things against them. Ancient equipment, these type of things. To farm the land with, and mattocks. We went with mattocks, these type of things to farm the land with. We went with forks, these type of things to farm the land with. Farm. Oh shit, farm. This thing, these things, pitchforks and stuff. Well, is it pitchfork? Let me see. I don't think it's a pitchfork, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. These type of things. And axes to do what? To chop down trees. Yeah, you can use it as a weapon. And to sharpen the goads. So we had these type of things when we went and fought against them, and they had chariots of iron, because they also made it to where they had garrisons in our places. Garrison is when you have an occupation, a body of troops stationed in a particular location. So later on, we had garrisons in them, you know, because we had power over them at that time. Garrison, since when you, it's an occupation. A garrison is an occupation in another man's country. That's what the Philistine had in ours. So let me see. Basically, they did not allow us to have smiths. Yeah, here. Let me see. Verse 19. Now there was no smith found throughout all the land of Israel, for the Philistines said, lest the Hebrews make them swords and spears. So we didn't have that. We was under control by the Philistines, which is Mizraim. in the land of Canaan, which is, throughout the land of Israel. But yeah, it's the land of Canaan. But yeah, they had power over us at that time because the Lord, we sinned and the Lord gave us over unto them. But he punished them later, just like how he did with the king of Assyria. First he's going to use them to kill you, and we did get killed. And then he's going to kill them. And who's going to kill them? Or a heathen other king, like, for example, Darius, for example. Oh, Cyrus, for example. Or he can use another nation, to do them harm. Or he can use the nation of Israel if we get back to the Lord. Right? Which he did a few times, and then we broke his laws again, and then we got messed up again. So yeah. Right, so that's that part. And then go back to here. Okay, Judges chapter 1 verse. Let me see, where was I? Okay, Hebron, verse 11. And from thence he went against the inhabitants of Debir. And the name of Debir, or Deber, how you want to pronounce it, before was Kirjath Sefer. And Caleb said, he that smiteth Kirjath Sefer and taketh it, to him will I give Achshah, my daughter, to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it. So Othniel, the son of Kenaz, and Kenaz was the younger brother of Caleb, took it. And he gave him Achshah, his daughter, to wife. So are you allowed to have children with your, and relations, sexual relations, with your father's brother's children? Yes, you are. But am I telling you to do it nowadays? No, I'm not telling you that, because it looks weird, and your family members are also going to look at it weird. But this is what we did back in the days. These are one of the things, and you can read about it here, even in the book of Tobit. Like I said, I'm not telling you to do this. Everything is lawful, but not everything is expedient, Paul said. So it is lawful, but it's not expedient. It's lawful to shake up on sodomite, according to the book of Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. But it's not expedient for you to be doing dumb stuff like that. Well, it's not dumb, but in this day and age, it is dumb for you to go do that. We wait upon the Lord, and it's not going to benefit you anyway. What's going to benefit you? It's going to benefit you to be in jail, and then therefore you can't be free? Yeah, no. If you really want to do a lot of push-ups and get swole, well, you can do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I'm just playing around. Because what you going to do in jail? Nothing but pull-ups and push-ups and all that type of stuff. Squats. You're going to do it for a few years. What am I looking for again? Wait, sorry. Sorry, here. I kept on talking, so I lost it. What was it again? Tobit chapter... I got it right here, so anyway. So yeah, sorry about that. Tobit chapter 1 verse. Tobit. Tobit chapter... she was by right. It was supposed to be his. Where'd I go? Here. No. Hey? I couldn't find it, so I typed it. But, oh yeah, I got this. Wait, let me see. Oh yeah, I got this. Tobit 3. Let's see. Tobit 3 and... No, let me get it here. Tobit 3 and 16. No, it says here. Here. Tobit 3 and 17. And Raphael was sent to heal them both. That is, to scale away the whiteness of Tobit's eyes, and to give Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, for a wife to Tobias, the son of Tobit. And here it said, and to bind Asmodeus, the evil spirit, because she belonged to Tobias by right of inheritance. The self same time came Tobit home. Tobit is the father of Tobias, and Tobias married Sarah and entered into his house. And Sarah, the daughter of Raguel, came down from her upper chamber. So Sarah is the daughter of Raguel. Tobit is the cousin of, cousin of Tobit. Sorry, Raguel is the cousin of Tobit. So he got a family member. That's the point. Or wait, let me get that. Let me see something here. Tobit 6:12 and 7:12. Tobit 6:12 and 7:12. If I'm correct, right? Let me see something here. Tobit here. Let me see. Yeah, here. Tobit 6:10. The angel said to the young man, brother, today we shall lodge with Raguel, who is thy cousin. All right. He also had one only daughter named Sarah. I will speak for her, that she may be given thee for a wife. See, you're gonna get a woman. You're gonna get a woman from your cousin, his daughter. Yeah. For to thee doth the right of her appertain. So this is the law. That's my point. My point is to show you that it is actually law that you go with your God, but only wait, let me explain it. But only if first it's his only daughter, and second, if she's in the midst of other heathen nations. That's why I have seen this, and you see this. You have a lot of Jakes that want to go live in the areas of Edomites, but then it's not a lot of Jakes over there, and of course they're gonna get bullied, and stuff racistly. Of course, I've seen that often, plenty of times, and then the child grows up in the midst of the Edomites in a Edomite school, being like really less of a Jake. Let's say it's 1,000, 2,000 children there. I'm just giving an example. 1,000 children, and there's only like maybe 5 or 10 or 20 Jakes or something like that. I'm just giving an example. Yeah. Most of the time, okay, not most of the time. It's even worrying, even if it's one time. Just a lot of times you will have them kids growing up around these other heathen nations, and then when they start turning 12 and 13, 14 and stuff like that, then they start to get attracted to other, the opposite side, of course. And then the girls they might take home an Edomite or East Indian or Ethiopian. I've seen that one too. Take home an Ethiopian, trying to have her as the first boyfriend or something like that. And the boys is gonna do kind of the same thing too. I wouldn't mind if they brought an Ethiopian home. I would mind if a daughter brought home a Ethiopian guy. I would not like that. Nor an Edomite guy. I would not like that. I definitely would not like that one. So Ethiopian guy, I wouldn't like it. Edomite, I definitely wouldn't like it. But that's because you live in their midst. So we're supposed to, but then she was supposed to then therefore marry someone of the family. Yeah, but I'm not advising you to do that. I'm just reading the scriptures and telling you what was done. And these type of ways will come back, because every single individual Israelite that you met that is a stranger unto you is somewhat related to you. If it's a slave, if it's from the 12 tribes, slave descendants and stuff like that, if it's from the 12 tribes, Native Americans, Latinos and stuff like that, it is a distant family from you. It don't matter what you say. If they come from Jacob, it's your family. Whatever you say. Let me see. Joseph, the father of Yahushai, and Mary, the mother of Yahushai, were actually 2 family members of literally the same bloodline. So it's not even like one of the other 11 tribes, like Simeon or Naphtali or something like that. No, both of them were of Judah. Both of them. The one on Nathan's side, which is the son of David, and the other one on Solomon's side, King Solomon's side, which is the son of David. So both of them were David, Judites, David lineage. And therefore Yahushua is on both sides, the lineage of King David, both sides of them. Right. So let me see something here. Tobit here. The book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 12. Raguel said, "Then take her from henceforth according to the manner." What manner? The manner of our ancestors, the customs of our ancestors. For thou art her cousin, and she is thine. And the merciful power Yahweh will give you good success in all things. So what does that mean? The Lord blesses you if you take your, here, for example, 4 and 12, Tobit 4 and 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly, so toply, your best choice, right? Chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. So, yeah, of your father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. So this is what we were supposed to do according to the manner. Nowadays you have a lot of mixed up things and stuff like that. It's not supposed to be like that. But because we sinned against the Lord, and therefore he scattered us among the heathen nations. So when you live among heathen nations, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to start being attracted to them because you're around them. Especially when you're growing up around them. Then you start playing with them. And then before you know it, you're bringing a caucus girl home. Which I don't have 100% problem with that. As long as you don't follow their gods like Christmas and all that type of bullshit. I don't have 100% problem with that. Yeah, just looking at you like, you do know your kids won't look like you, right? That's why I say I don't have 100%, because I do want my Jacob descendants to look like me. I mean my lineage. I'm not talking about yours. I'm talking about mine. I would want them to look like me, but I don't have a problem with that. But I would want my son to look like me, you know, at least one. No, I'm actually, I want more, because or else I'm gonna have favoritism towards him. That's not good. You saw what it did with Joseph. That wasn't good. They were trying to kill him. So jealousy will come. And if you think that your children cannot be made jealous because you're this great Negro, shut the fuck up. Okay. That's just bullshit. The greatest ones, the 12 patriots, man. There were the, because I have met dudes that, I'm not talking to you like personally, I'm talking in general when I said shut the fuck up. I have met dudes like that. No, I love all my kids equally. I'm looking at you like, you fucking liar, man. You're a liar. Especially when your children start to grow older, and then you will see that maybe your daughter is a hooker and then your other daughter isn't. You're gonna like that one more, man. You're gonna like her more, you know. You're gonna really be happy with her. Okay, and the scripture does say, grieve not thy father and thy mother. So don't grieve them. Don't go being a goddamn hooker, because you're gonna grieve them. And same thing for the son. You might have one son. Let's say you're in the scriptures, right? You get one son, or maybe like 3, 5, or whatever. Just as an example, 5 sons, and one of them is a sodomite. You won't love him just like you love the rest? You a demon. If you're in the scriptures, you a demon, and the Lord's gonna kill you for that. Well, he's not going to, but he might, because he did that with Eli. Eli did not want to denounce his because the Lord said, because you didn't denounce him and you still kept on chilling with them and stuff like that, I'm gonna kill you. Here it is. I'm gonna kill you for that. Oh yeah, you still want to hang around them? Oh yeah. 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 13. For I have told him, the Lord had told him, that I will judge his house forever. Why? For the iniquity which he knoweth. So he knew better. Why? What happened? because his sons made themselves vile. They was having sex with prostitutes in front of the tabernacle and stuff like that. That's fucked up. And Eli knew about it. And he restrained them not. He didn't say anything because he loved them. That shows you that then you can't love the dumb sons. So that's the truth. But should you? No. The Lord's going to kill you. And he will fuck up your house forever. He cursed them. And if you look at his descendants, you know what happened? 70 of the sons of his, here, 70. No, the sons of Eli were sons of Belial. Belial is basically Satan. It's a devil. It's another word for Baal. You know, it's a devil worshippers. They were a bunch of, it's Beelzebub. Not this one. This one is not a demon. This one is an actual dinosaur. This one is a dinosaur. It's an actual dinosaur. It's not a demon. Marilyn is a witch thing, whatever. Belial. It's not a fallen angel. It's a demon. It has nothing to do with fallen angels and stuff like that. That shit don't even exist. That's a lie. It's a myth. It's a Caucasus myth. It's a Greek myth. But anyway, they were demonic. They was having sex with prostitutes. Let me see here. 22. Now Eli was very old. 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 22. Now Eli was very old and heard all that his sons did unto Israel. They was doing fucked up things, man. They was taking sacrifices and stuff like that and not sacrificing it to the Lord. They was eating it. You are allowed to eat it as a Levite, yes, but you need to sacrifice it. You need to sacrifice 10% of it. When they give it to you, 10% of that you sacrifice unto the Lord. They didn't do that. They was giving them bitches and them hoes. Man, there's a lot of dudes like that until this day. They take your money, they third pastors guy. They take your money and spend it on bitches, spend it on hoes. What's this guy name? Eddie Long. Eddie Long and his victims, all his victims, like 1, 2, 3. Look at them dudes. Look at them dudes. All these victims of him, of Eddie Long. He used to be very, look, this is how he later looked in life, and this is how he used to look when he was pumping them. I don't even want to say that goddamn shit, but fuck that shit. A bastard taking pictures like this. You gotta be dead fucking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, man. It's crazy shit. This is one of his victims also. This dude. And I think he's here too. Somewhere. No, he's not there. He's not in the midst. Yeah. Fucking bullshit. This one is another one. You know? He had all these little boys. And what he was doing is he was taking the congregation money and spending on them. And they was hanging around. Because they get that money. Fucked up shit, man. But the Lord got his ass, man. He turned skinny. And then he thought he was on a diet. He said he was on, I'm on a diet. I lost a lot of weight. He used to be this big dude. Then he became this little dude. Before he died. Now that's funny. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And heard all that his sons did unto Israel, and how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Now that's disrespectful. Yeah. Horrible. Name my sons. He was talking to them. You know. Anyway, you could read the rest for yourself if you have the time. But the point is that the Lord might kill you if you hang around your little sodomite little son. I mean, cut that dude off, man. You need to cut that dude off. I'm not wishing sodomite son upon you. I'm giving an example. You know, that, well, you shouldn't love all your children. Not if they're doing stuff like that. Like one of your sons is actually a Satan worshiper, and you in this truth praying to Yahweh Bashem Yahshai. You hanging around him all the time, or you let him hang around you all the time. Man, you need to get onto your real father, Satan. You ain't allowed here. Not around the other children. Get out of here, kid. You know, so yeah. So sometimes you need to cut your children off. I'm not telling you to put them to death. That's you shouldn't do that neither. Just cut them off. so that the Lord knows, like, I'm not on his side, Father, because he's worshiping Satan. I'm not down with him. I want to have nothing to do with him. Right. So the Lord killed them, and then he killed like let me see, 70 sons. Doeg killed. Wait, let me see here. 70. I think Saul told him. How many sons did he kill? All of those priests were descendants of Eli. So the Lord did tell him, like, I'm gonna curse you forever, basically, because you did that. Let me see here. Though I killed priests, let me see. Last thing, then I'm gonna go further, because if I can't find it, I'm gonna fell upon the priests. Okay. Fall upon the priests. Fall upon them. Okay, how many were there? Oh, it says right here. Shit. Okay, cool. Let me see something. Okay, here. Right. So it says here that and Doeg said to the king. Did I already read this? No, I didn't. Yeah, I did already read it, but I didn't mark it. That's what I mean. 1 Samuel 22:18. And the king said to Doeg, "Turn thou and fall upon the priests." And Doeg the Edomite turned, because if I'm correct, it was a Syrian, but doesn't matter at this time. And he fell upon the priests and slew on that day 75 persons that did wear a linen ephod. So what was it again? Let me see. 40. One score is 20, so 40 is 80, and 5 persons. Now, if I'm correct, I think I read it. Of course, I think I read it somewhere. These were the sons of the descendants of Eli. But I need to go read it again. I haven't read this for a long time. But if I'm correct, it was the descendants of Eli, that curse that he got from the Lord because he didn't listen. He was supposed to cut those sons off. He didn't. But anyway, Judges chapter 1 verse. And Othniel, I already read that. Sorry. Yeah. Let me read it again. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it and gave him Achsah, his daughter, to wife. So this is allowed. I'm not telling you to do that right now. I'm just telling you that it is allowed. So I know a few people that have lain with their cousins when they was doing a little nasty thing when they was younger and stuff like that, And then of course when they grow older, they got shamed within themselves, of course. I have family members that just shit. But now I know that it is not a bad thing. So if I can lay some comfort upon them, I'll give them these scriptures, just to let them know, like, you didn't do anything bad. And I know actually my uncle has a child with his cousin, but she tricked him. She knew, because she knew his last name, and she had a different last name, and she knew because my uncle has the name of her people on her mother's side, if I'm correct, or grandmother on the grandmother of the father's side, so something like that. And then she tricked him, and then when they got the baby, then they went to the grandmother, which is my uncle's grandmother, and then she started to be like, "So who's your family?" It all went fast, I'm telling you. They didn't even meet the grandmother. It all went fast. Then she started talking, and then the grandmother was like, "Your family." And then she asked surprised. But later on, we found out that she already knew, because she told people, these chicks can keep their mouth closed. But yeah, I think he thinks himself filthy right now. But yeah, I don't know. He's like, "Oh shit, we did incest." No, you didn't. You're supposed to do that, actually. That's actually lawful, what you did to my uncle. But I have seen other family members that did stuff when they was younger, so, but they didn't, make children or something like that. I think a few did actually, but let me think. Yeah, a few also didn't know about each other, that, and one did, of course, obviously my uncle and his cousin. But a few others I know that did it and didn't know, and as soon as they found out, they was ashamed and they broke up, of course. But yeah, I'm not gonna try and make them get back together. I just know about it, you know. I'm just saying, like, okay, you didn't do anything wrong, but in the eyes of the rest of the family, you're filthy. So yeah, so that's the truth. That's the reality of this world. Going on now, it says here, Judges chapter 1 verse 14, and it came to pass when she came to him that she moved him to ask of her father a field, and she lighted from off her ass donkey, from off her ass. And Caleb said unto her, What wilt thou? And she said unto him, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And Caleb gave her the upper spring and the nether springs. The upper springs and the nether springs. And the children of the Kenite, Moses' father-in-law, which are Midianites, went up out of the city of palm trees, which is Jericho, as you can see here. Let me see here. So, Jethro, and that's Exodus. I already know that, actually. Exodus 18 and 1. And the other one was, oh yeah, here. Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law. He was a Midianite, and you can see that here, Raguel. Jethro is a title. Raguel. Oh yeah, Raguel. Here. Numbers 10:29. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law. This is his name. And you also spell it another way without the G, Rahuel, which is, I don't know, man. These Edomites are playing with spellings and stuff like that. But yeah, Lord willing, we're gonna figure it out, and Lord willing, we do. And not just me, we did. So the Israelites did, and the Israelites do. So Raguel the Midianite, and therefore his son is a Midianite, and therefore the son of Hobab, which is what's his name again? Judges 4. Oh. Judges 4:11. Heber the Kenite, which is the son of Hobab. Right. It says here father-in-law, but in the Hebrew it says brother-in-law. So they messed it up in the English. It's his brother-in-law. This is Moses' brother-in-law, because here it clearly says that Hobab was the son of Raguel, the Midianite, and therefore Hobab is a Midianite. And who are the Midianites? The Midianites of one of the sons of Abraham in the book of Genesis 25 with Keturah. One of the sons of Abraham with Keturah in the book of Genesis 25. Right, Jethro, the priest of Midian, and then the other one that I was thinking about was oh yeah, the city of palm trees here. Exodus, no, it was Joshua. Huh? Where is it? Here, Deuteronomy 34 and 3. It wasn't Joshua. Deuteronomy 34 and 3. And the south and the plain of the valley of Jericho, the city of palm trees, unto Zoar. So Jericho is the city of palm trees. So it says here, verse 16, and the children of the Kenites, Moses' father-in-law, right? These are the Kenites that lived in the midst of us. Of them we could take servants for perpetual servants, by the way. Exodus 25 explains that. But you cannot take an Israelite for perpetual slave and hard bondage. You can't do that. But you can do it with them, and also the Amorites, which are Gibeonites, which are Hamites, which are Canaanites. Right, so it says here, went up of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah. So the Kenites went with the children of Judah, right, into the wilderness of Judah, which layeth in the south of Arad. And they went and dwelt among the people. And where can you find that also? Here. So then we even gave them a job. First Chronicles chapter 2 verse 55. And the families of the scribes, we made them scribes that dwelt at Jabez, which was in Judah. The Tiratites, the Shemiathites, and the Sukhathites. These are the Kenites that came from Hamath. Hamath is also a place, but in this case it's a man. Just like you have Kirjath Arba is a place, but Arba is a man. You have Caleb Apherath here. So okay, it says here, verse 19. So First Chronicles chapter 2, verse 19. And Azubah was dead, which is Caleb his wife, his first wife Azubah, right? Caleb took unto him Ephrath and bare him Hur, which bare him Hur. So Ephrath is a woman, okay? But then, verse 24, and after Hezron was dead, which was a man, in Caleb Ephrath. So Caleb Ephrath is he and his wife, and then the city was named after them. And in that city, you had the greatest one, the greatest Israelite of all time, Micah chapter 5 verse 2. But thou Bethlehem Ephrath, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth. The Most High is always working with these small numbers, man. That's why when you see, for example, on your video, because I know you brothers going through it too, you see on your videos like 15 views or 20 views, and you see other brothers like 1,000. I'm not saying that they're nothing. No. I am not saying that. Okay, the Lord is not saying that. But sometimes he uses brothers with small numbers, and sometimes he doesn't. It depends on what the Lord thinks. Some people are demonic and they don't get a lot of views. Some people are demonic and they get a lot of views. Some people are great and they get a lot of views. And some people are great and they get not a lot of views. So it depends, man. It depends. So I'm not trying to gear you toward one thing. I'm trying to help the brothers, their mind, to put them at ease, gird up, help one another, comfort one another with these words. So when you're doing this work, for example, and you see small views and stuff like that, don't worry about that. And also remember, Esau's playing with the numbers. So don't forget that part. Just go on Google, YouTube and type in, with a lot of so-called big content creators, you will see that even their numbers are being played with. For example, I know this guy named, I forgot his name. He's a comedian. He also complains about YouTube playing with his numbers. I forgot his name, man. He's real funny too. Damn, he's funny as hell. What's his name again, man? Man, what's his name again, man? I don't know. I curse people that stick out their tongue. I fucking curse you, boy. I hate that shit. I hate it when I see it. I'm visibly upset in my spirit. I hate it. I hate it when somebody stick their tongue out to me. I fucking hate that shit. It's pain. It's like, you need to die or something like that. I don't know. I just don't like it. But anyway, it's offensive, that thing what he did. Micah chapter 5 verse 2. I can't figure out the name of the funny guy. Bethlehem Ephrath, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall he come forth unto me, that is to be ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting. Yahushai. Right. So Bethlehem Ephrath, there's where Yahushai comes from the least of the Judites, from the thousands of the Judites, the least of them, the smallest town in Bethlehem, named Ephrath. Bethlehem Ephrath. But it goes to you have here. Wait, where is it? You have also Caleb Ephrath, which was in Caleb is the one that took over the whole region of Judah. Joshua 15 shows you that. Anyway, wait, let me make another one, and then I'm going to read the rest until here without trying to interrupt and stuff like that.